While last year put a beatdown on a lot of businesses, it was a bonanza for video games. And this year could be even bigger. Teresa Strasser is booting up the most highly anticipated video games of 2022 on the hot list.
Video games have always had a loyal fan base, but we're seeing the popularity go more mainstream.
During the pandemic, the numbers of gamers and the numbers of streamers have grown exponentially with people stuck at home.
And walking us through some of the best video games dropping this year is executive editor of CG Magazine, Dayna Eileen. First up, the game set in an open-world, post-apocalyptic Western United States, Horizon Forbidden West.
In the West, war is the rule.
Horizon Forbidden West is an action RPG, so it's a role-playing game. You play on your own. It's the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, which came out in 2017.
We're coming with you.
You can play it now on PlayStation. Up next, the winner of the most anticipated game at the Game Awards 2 years in a row, Elden Ring.
The Tarnished will soon return.
That's another action RPG, so a role-playing game. You take on this character and you're in a whole new world.
And that world is the result of a collaboration between fantasy novelist George R.R. Martin and the director of the game, Hidetaka Miyazaki.
These are big names with big stories to tell, so we cannot wait to see what they came up with for this universe.
Dropping this Friday, you can play it on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation, and Xbox. And finally, a new reincarnation of the longest-running action-adventure series, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild 2.
Zelda has had 27 games to date. So a new one coming out is just adding to that list and getting fans more and more pumped.
Originally inspired by Indiana Jones, this game has sold over 52 million copies since it burst on the scene in 1986.
I've been playing it since I was maybe 9. It was my first entrance into gaming, and I haven't stopped since, and now I'm getting to introduce my kids.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild 2 is headed toward a release later this year, exclusively on Nintendo Switch.